My name is Kolu. I was 17 when it happened. I lived in a village called Abodo, not far from the Cross River. We were small, poor, but people were kind to each other. Everything changed when Prince Okizi came. He was not our prince. He belonged to a royal family from the north, but he traveled a lot. People said he was doing charity. I don't know what kind of charity makes babies go missing. He came in a big black car with guards and gifts. He brought food, drinks, and money. He smiled a lot. Too much. His smile was strange. Too wide. His teeth were too white. The old people didn't like him, but the chief welcomed him. Everyone was scared to say no to royalty. He stayed in the village for 5 days. On the third night, a baby girl went missing from her mother's hut. No door broken. No sound. Just gone. The mother screamed until she passed out. We searched all night. Nothing. The next night, it happened again. A baby boy this time. His father said he saw something in the dark. He said it looked like a tall shadow with red eyes. Everyone thought he was drunk. On the 5th night, I followed the prince. I know it sounds stupid, but something in me just needed to know. I waited until dark, then snuck behind the guest house. I saw him leave through the back, alone. No guards. I followed him past the village, down to the swampy side of the forest. He moved fast, like he knew the way. He wasn't carrying a flashlight. Just a small sack. I hid behind a tree. I wish I hadn't. He opened the sack. Inside was the second baby, the boy. He was alive, barely. Crying softly. Then the prince changed. I swear to you, his back cracked like dry wood. His arms stretched. His skin turned dark and shiny, like tree bark. His eyes turned red. Real red. Glowing. He bit into the baby's neck like it was fruit. He didn't even rush. He ate slow. Calm. He took his time, humming a song I couldn't understand. When the baby stopped moving, he licked the blood from his fingers. Then, he took the small skull and licked it too. Smiling. That's when I made a sound. He turned fast. Too fast. But I ran. He chased me for a while. I could hear him behind me, breathing hard, snarling. But I made it back to the village. I screamed until people came out. I told them everything. Nobody believed me. The next morning, Prince Okizi was gone. His guard said he left early. No one questioned them. The chief told everyone to keep quiet, not to embarrass the village. But the babies were still gone. Later, my grandmother told me about the Okirieme, a forest demon that takes the shape of princes and eats babies to stay young. They say every 100 years, one is born into a royal bloodline. I think he'll come back. Maybe not to my village. Maybe to yours. Lock your doors. And if a prince ever smiles too wide, don't look away. Just run. 2 years passed. I left Abodo after the prince disappeared. People called me crazy. Some avoided me. Others pitied me. But nobody ever talked about the babies again. I moved to the city to stay with my cousin, Chinidu. He lived in Port Harcourt. Big place. Loud, dirty, busy. I thought maybe I could forget. But I couldn't. Every night, I saw the prince's face in my dreams. Smiling. Blood dripping from his chin. Then one day, I saw him on TV. They said his name was Prince Okizi Nwoba. He was opening a new children's hospital in Lagos. Smiling for cameras. Shaking hands with nurses. Holding babies. Holding babies. I felt sick. I told Chinidu, that's him. That's the one I saw eating a child. Chinidu laughed. So he eats babies and opens hospitals. took a struggle. But I knew it was him. I started following the news. Everywhere this prince went, a baby would go missing. Always explained away, sick child, taken to a different clinic, mother ran off. Neatly cleaned up. Never a trace. I wanted proof. I started saving money and finally traveled to Benin City, where he was doing a speech at a youth summit. I didn't care about the crowd. I just wanted to see him again. I had a plan. I got close. Too close. He looked straight at me. And he remembered me. His smile dropped just a little. Only for a second. His head tilted like a dog noticing something strange. Then he smiled again, bigger. I started to back away. But I saw his hand. He had 6 fingers. I swear. 6 long fingers. Just for a second, then the sleeve covered it. I ran. That night, someone broke into my hotel room. I didn't see them. But they left something on the bed. A baby sock. Still warm. I moved again. I've been moving ever since. Different cities. Different names. I post this now because I heard on the radio, Prince Okizi is coming to do a tour in the UK. He's opening children wellness centers. He's not human. He's not alone either. I think there are more like him. Maybe in other royal families. Maybe in government. Maybe even in churches. If you see a man with 2 white teeth, who smiles too long, who's too good with children, count his fingers. And run. It's been 5 years since that night in the forest. 5 years since I saw a prince eat a baby like it was nothing. I've never stopped running. Different towns, fake names, cheap rooms. I don't stay in one place longer than 2 weeks. I don't talk to people much. I don't trust anyone. But the worst part is, I keep seeing him. Not always in real life. Sometimes on a screen, in some fancy event, shaking hands with politicians, smiling with orphans. Other times, I swear I see his face in crowds, just for a second. Then gone. Like smoke. Once, in Enugu, I walked past a school and froze. He was standing by the gate, dressed like a priest. He didn't even blink when he saw me. He just smiled. That night, 3 children didn't come home. I left the city before morning. I know how this sounds. I know some of you won't believe me. I don't care. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just trying to warn you. Last week, I got a letter. No name, no return address. Just a piece of paper with 6 red fingerprints on it, and a small baby tooth taped to the middle. That means he knows where I am. Again. So I'm done running. Tomorrow morning, I'm going back to Abodo. Back to the swamp where I first saw him. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. Maybe the old gods. Maybe answers. Maybe death. But I can't live like this anymore. If you never hear from me again, remember this. He looks like a man. He sounds like a prince. But when he smiles too wide, and you see that extra finger, you're already too late.